Hello YouTube, and I hope you are doing absolutely well, and welcome towards the second part of this dashboard tutorial using Airbnb dataset. So what we did in this first part was we built this sheet from scratch, where the first sheet was average prices based on zip code. We built second sheet which was top regions rating wise, and this was a third sheet which we built which was top regions based on beds availability. So what we'll be doing in this second part is we'll be building a time series sheet which will be analyzing how the prices were changed as per years. We'll be consolidating all these sheets into one dashboard. We'll be introducing interactive filters. We'll add dashboard title and finally look after how can we present this dashboard in much more presentable way. So if you haven't watched the first part, I recommend to watch it first and then continue watching this. So without wasting any time, let's get started. Now in the sheet number 4, I want to see how the prices were changed as per year. So as per the data, I have dates from 2008 to 2015. So how the prices were fluctuated or changed from 2018 to 2015. So let's check it. So firstly, I need to have the dates in my x-axis. So firstly, I'll just drag my host since, which is my date, into my columns, and then I will exclude this null values. Now, since I'm interested in prices, I'll be grabbing these prices and put it into rows. Now, as you can see, my time series sheet, my time series visualization is produced for me. But now I want to occupy this whole space. So I'll just click on this entire view. Now, as you can see, my graph has occupied the whole space, but Tableau has by default computed the prices as sum, but I want to convert it as average so that I can see average prices over the years. So for that, I need to click on this drop down. We'll click on the measure and change it to average. You can also choose median or maximum, minimum, percentile. It depends upon your requirement. So for this case, I'll be keeping it as average. So here we are getting average prices as per year from 2008 to 2015. But now you can see half of the space is unoccupied and the values from 0 and 120 are useless actually. So what we can do, I'm just concerned the values from 140 to 180. So what we can do is we can exclude the values from 0 and only keep the values which we are concerned of. For that purpose, we'll just right click here, we'll click on edit axis, we'll exclude this 0. So only concerned values are displayed on our chart. Now secondly, there are many grid lines rendering in the background. So I want to remove these grid lines as well. So what I can do is right click on this sheet, click on format, and now in this lines option, there are three options: sheet, rows, and columns. But there are grid lines in my rows, so I can disable this by clicking none. So you can see my grid lines have disappeared. Secondly, I don't want these field labels available here, so I can just hide them by clicking right click and hide field labels from columns. And also I don't want this average prices because of course it's assumed that these columns are average because we'll be giving this title as well as average prices over the years. So it's assumed that this axis is for prices, so we don't need these labels. So what I'll do, I'll just double click and keep this average price as blank. So our graph is much more presentable now, and in meanwhile I've renamed this sheet as average prices as per years, and same has been replicated on this title automatically. Now in part 1 we chose color combination as red and black just because our client is Airbnb and their color combination is red and black. We'll be replicating the same in our dashboard so as to make this dashboard much more presentable. So firstly, I need to change this color blue to red. So for that purpose, I'll just click on this color and select this red color. Now the color combination depends completely on you, your client, and your requirements. So here I'll be using red. Now secondly, for all the other graphs, I've kept background color as black. So let's keep the same over here. So just right click, click on format, and in this shading option, change the default color shade of the sheet to black. Now when we are doing this as black, my labels are getting into dark gray, a lighter shade of gray, but I want to convert this into white to make it more presentable and visible. So just right click here, click on format, and now in fonts, you can see font option here. In fonts, click on worksheet and change the color to white. So every labels on this sheet will be colored as white. I will do same for the title as well. We select the title name, we'll make it white and we'll make it a bold. Click on apply. Now here something is missing. I think we can make it much more presentable or informative by enabling the labels as well. So since we are dealing with average prices, I'll drag this price option, price field to the labels. Now by default, as you know, Tableau computes prices as sum by default. Since we are considering average prices, in Axis as well, we'll be changing this sum to average so that our labels will be displaying average prices everywhere. Now here, I don't want this two decimal places. So what I can do is I can click on drop down. I can click on format and I can change the color, the number format as per my choice. So here by default it's two decimal places. I can make it to one, and here I can also choose the display units as thousands, but now I think our number is in hundreds, so let's keep it none. Now let's say the condition arises that the number is very huge in lakhs or millions. You can choose to keep the display units as millions or billions. It depends upon the number and the data. So for now, since our numbers are in hundreds, so no need to keep it in thousands or millions. We'll just keep it to none. So as you can see, my labels are presented here and our dashboard looks much more presentable. So here we are done with this sheet number 4, where we displayed average prices as per years from 2008 to 2015. We are already done with 3 sheets. This average price is based on zip code, top region rating wise, top region bed availability wise, which we did in part 1, along with this sheet which we did in part 2 now. Now we'll be consolidating all these 4 sheets into one dashboard. So for dashboard building, you need to click here, which is new dashboard, and you will be prompted towards this page. Now to occupy this whole space, you can change the layout as per your requirements. So in this case, I want to occupy this whole space. So for that purpose, I'll click on size. You can mention the size, width and height as per your requirements. So I'll choose automatic, so I can occupy this whole space now. Now even here, you can also specify which particular layout you want to choose. You can choose custom layout or laptop browsers, small block, PowerPoint, story, A4, A3. There are n number of formats available to present your dashboard. So for now, I'll be clicking on this automatic. So let's start building our dashboard. Now let's first consider the placement of all these 4 sheets into just one dashboard, and later we'll be looking at bringing our interactive filters into action. So firstly, I'll bring this map visualization onto our dashboard. Now here I'll be avoiding these legends, we'll be adding them later once the placements are done. Now secondly, I'll bring my top regions bed availability chart here, and I'll just keep it, I'll make it 75-25. I'll just exclude these legends. So I'll be keeping this whole left right hand space for this map visualization, which would be around 75% of total, 25% of total, and rest of the space I'll be occupying three sheets. So I'll just zoom it so that it would be appeared much more clearer. Here at the bottom, I'll use this time series visualization so that the time series would look much more presentable in this bottom horizontal space. And now at the top, I'll be dividing this whole space into 2 parts. So my first part will be occupied by top regions bed availability wise, and my second part will be occupied by top regions as per ratings. Now you would be wondering why the titles are blank. So as you remember that we had kept the font as white, that's the reason they are appearing as blank. So if we change the title color to some different color, let's say black or red, it will eventually appear. So don't worry about it. So now let's focus about bringing on the legends. So now for average prices based on zip code, the user must know from where to where my prices are lying. We have kept the tooltips, but to make it more presentable, we need to add the legends. So for that, you need to click on this drop down and click on legends. We can see color legends and we can drag this towards the bottom. So the user will know my prices are ranging from 40 to 1500, even though we have kept in tooltips. Now in this top regions bed availability, we also have given what is the share of each room type. Now in tooltips, we are given that room type is entire home or private room, but also user must know what does each of the color code mean. So for that, we need to again add this color legend. Just click on drop down, click on legends and color legends. Now it's in tile format. I need to bring it into floating format. For that, in basically in floating format, you can adjust height and width as per your requirement. Now we just need to click floating, and as you can see, I can drag this whole where I want. I don't want this title, so I'll just disable this title. And let's see in the presentation view. So once we're done with this legends, let's change the dashboard title color. For that, click on format title and click on title shading. We'll keep it a lighter shade of red, or this would be fine, I think. We'll do same for all the titles. And lastly, the map sheet. Now here we need to change the title font as white and bold. Click on apply. Now, once we are done with this, let's bring filters into action. So for filters, you need to click on any of the sheet. So let's take this top regions bed availability. So in this sheet, what filters we can add? So firstly, let's add this filter of room type or property type. So we'll bring this property type and we'll click use all. Firstly, we'll replace the value of null as not available so as to make it much more presentable to client. Not available. Click on OK. And now we have brought filter property type into action. We'll click on show filter. Click on drop down and click on not available. Let's click on apartment. You can see the values are changing. We'll get back. And now in this dashboard, we'll bring filters by clicking on this drop down. We'll click filters and click on property type. Now here the filter legends are white. So to make it black, we need to click on format filter and set controls. Here we need to click on body and click on font as black. And we'll keep the format as drop down so that we can select individual values. But now when I'm changing this to apartment, I can see the values only changing in this top regions bed availability. How can we get this filter for all these sheets available? So for that purpose, we'll click on apply to worksheets. We'll click on selected worksheets. We'll click on all the sheets available, which is average prices based on zip code, top regions rating wise, and average prices as per years. And we'll click on OK. Or you can just click on select all on dashboard, click on OK. Now when I'm changing this to bed and breakfast, you can see all the values are changing as per the selection. Let's say castle. You can see there is just one value in zip code 10027. There is just one castle available. And let's say we select bread and breakfast. You can see the values are available here. Let's keep it all for now. Now I want to add another filter, which is room type. Now I can't import this filter from this particular sheet because I've already used the legends of this room type over here. And if I'm importing the filter from this sheet, I need to mandatorily use that filter for this sheet. So if I'm selecting shared room, only this data will be available. Yeah, of course, this depend upon person to person and requirement to requirement, whether you want to keep or not. But for this case, I don't want to keep the room type filter for this bed availability sheet. So for that, I'll be going to top regions rating wise. I'll be selecting the sheet and I'll be importing this room type filter here and select on use all since we want to use all the three values and click on OK. Now likewise what we did previously, go into filters and bring the room type filter. Again we need to change the font to black and then keep it to drop down. Now like what we did previously, we need to apply this worksheet for selected sheets. Now in this case, I don't want to include this top region bed availability as we discussed previously. So I'll exclude this and apply this filter for other rest of the sheets and click on apply. So let's see whether it works or not. Yes, it works perfectly fine. And the last filter which I want to add is for years. So I want to filter out the years from 2008 to 2015. Of course, that filter not be applicable for this one, average prices as per year, and since we have already displayed the years from 2008 to 2015 in this dashboard, in this sheet. So this year filter will be applied to all these three sheets. So let's go to top region rating wise and bring out our host since which is our date filter. We'll consider years next and we'll use all and click on apply. Now back to dashboard and the same steps will be repeated. Filters, year of host since, and then we'll be clicking on drop down and let's click on 2008 and all. So my filter is working. Let's apply to other sheets. So in this filter, we'll be excluding average prices based on, oh, sorry, we'll be excluding average prices as per years. We'll use this filter for rest of the sheets and click on OK. Let's quickly see whether filter is working or not in 2019, 2024. Yes, our filter is working perfectly fine. Once we are done with this, let's consider the filter placement. So as we can see, all these three sheets have equally distributed the spaces. So let's keep each of the filter above each of the sheet. So firstly, property type filter will go above top regions bed availability. Then we'll keep this room type above this top region rating wise. We'll keep the height same. And finally, year of host, we'll keep above this one. We'll keep the same height for all filters and we'll change this name as select year. We'll keep it on center. Select year, select room type, keep it on center and select property type. Now once we are done with this filter placements, I'll also change the color, the background color of this dashboard. So how can I see this? How can I change this? So firstly, I need to click on dashboard, then format. So by default, the background color of this dashboard will be white. So I'm thinking of going with a darker shade of gray. So let's see how it goes. I think it goes great with this. Let's bring this a bit above. Okay, I think this goes great. Now I'll also change the color of these filters so that it would look much more better. Now to change the filter color, you just need to right click and format filter and set controls. In the shading, I'll be giving a bit lighter shade of gray, which would actually pop up on that dark gray background. So I'll be choosing this one and I'll apply the same for all the other two filters. Okay, I need to change this font back again to center, and let's give this color as white. It would be better if I'll increase the font size to 10. I'll be doing this for all the other two filters. Change the font type to 10 and change the color to white. Similarly for this and 10. Okay, cool. So let's see how it looks like in presentation view. It looks much more better. Now, the more and more you experiment, the more you trial and error with the colors, the more you derive with much more better combinations. Now, since our sheets are ready, we are done with the filters. Now, coming towards the last part, we'll be bringing dashboard title. So to bring dashboard title, we need to click on dashboard and click on show title. Now here you can give any name. So here I'll be giving Airbnb. Okay, first I'll need to change the font color. We'll be giving white. Airbnb dashboard tutorial, and let's keep it to bold. Click on OK. Now to change the dashboard color, dashboard title color, we need to right click, then we need to click on format title, and then in dashboard title section we need to change the shading. So here I'll be giving, let's say, a red color, and I'll extend the title a little bit more. I'll increase the height, and now let's see how it looks pretty good. Now what if we give the borders to each of these titles, these sheet titles? Let's experiment with this. Format title will give border of this dark red. I think it is enhancing a view, the presentation a little bit more. We'll also increase the title height a little bit more. Now lastly, to make it more presentable, I will just import the logo of Airbnb. This is not compulsory, but you can do it if you want to make it more presentable to your client. So I'll just go for floating image, click on image in this objects and choose. So here I have already downloaded this logo. Sorry, I have imported the wrong image. Okay, so this is basically a sticker format of that previous image. Let's see in the presentation view how it looks like. I think I need to reduce the size a little bit less. And you can see my logo has been added to this dashboard and it looks much more better. So this is what our Airbnb dashboard looks like. So let's finally check out our filters the very last time. Let's select this apartment. We can see all the filters are working well. Then let's select the room type as shared room. It's working perfectly. Then let's select the year. Let's make it 2012, 14. Yes, we can see all the sheets are changing as per our filters. So yeah, finally our beautiful beginner level dashboard is ready, which you can deliver to your client. This was all from my side. Please do comment below. Did you like the color combination? Give reviews about this tutorial, and was this video helpful? Yes, your comments matter me a lot. If you love this tutorial, do leave a like and subscribe my channel to get the latest videos every week. So signing off for today. Stay safe, take care, and thank you so much for watching.